Okay, so of the 7 female pharaohs that ruled, there was only one that actually stood out to everybody. And she was actually one of the most successful pharaohs, and her name was Hatshepsut. I researched her a lot. I feel like I'm credible to talk about her. So when people hear the name Hatshepsut, they've heard of her name, but they don't know who she actually is. So she was a female in the 18th dynasty, and she was one of 7. Her father was Thutmose I, and she married her half-brother at the age of 12, Thutmose II. When he died, she became the regent to Thutmose III, but she ended up taking full power and reigning with him as a co-pharaoh after that. She ruled for a little over 20 years. Some say it's about 20, some say it was about 22. She ruled from 1479 to 1458 BCE, and this is one of the largest reigns of any of the females. I got this information from history.com. So one of the biggest reasons that Hatshepsut was wise is because she reestablished trading. So trading was very popular back in this time, but unfortunately some of the earlier pharaohs that before her, they ruined it. They destroyed it. So she ended up reestablishing it. So when she was doing this, there was 2 dynasties. So the one before her was Old Kingdom. She was in the New Kingdom. So one of the differences was that New Kingdom wanted more luxuries than Old Kingdom. Old Kingdom they wanted more wealth and money. They wanted more luxuries in the New Kingdom. I got this information from Ancient History Encyclopedia. Some of the things that they traded for were gold, ivory, live animals, skins and pelts of animals. They ended up getting a bunch of live trees, and they brought them back to Egypt, where they ended up planting them. That's why a lot of the trees that they have over there now are because of this, because she brought them over. And they ended up bringing ivory and ebony as well. Because they brought all this over, Egypt started to prosper, so they had a lot more wealth, and they had more items to trade back to people. So because of the trading, she also took on many great building projects, because she had the items to build new things. So in Lower and Upper Egypt, she built grander and more complex buildings. One of the big things that she did was she built 2 obelisks. They were placed at Karnak, and that is these ones right here. Is a temple in Egypt. She also built the Red Chapel, which stood between. This is the Red Chapel. She ended up building this between the 2 obelisks. And I got this information from Egypt Online. Unfortunately, all these buildings that she ended up building ended up destroyed by Thutmose III. He wanted to destroy her name, because she was a female that ruled. So he started getting rid of all of her stuff. She ended up actually having one of the biggest armies of all the pharaohs. But unfortunately, she actually did not really battle that much. It is said to believe that she didn't battle, but she did write her own stories in her death chamber, so they really don't know how much they can believe, but she actually did go to battle. Because she co-ruled with Thutmose III, he ended up taking over the army, so he was the commander of the army. It's actually said that it was said that she sent him out to do all the work while she just stood there and ruled. She didn't want to take care of the army. When she ended up dying, the army that she ended up having became really restless because she died, she wasn't there, and because they had Thutmose III, so they really didn't care for him, so they were really restless and upset about it. I got this information from Ancient Egypt Online by J. Hill. So she was one of the most famous pharaohs and one of the most well-known females, but unfortunately, because Thutmose III went and destroyed her name, she really wasn't known. Her people who, like archaeologists and stuff, they really didn't know anything about her because of this. Because she made a lot of wise decisions, like trading, and she put up a lot of great buildings, and restored a lot of the great buildings that pharaohs before her made, and she also had one of the biggest armies. This is why she was one of the most wisest pharaohs.